Welcome back to the shop, everyone. This week's video takes place in 2025, week 25, June 16th to June 22nd. And if you followed my last video, we are continuing on getting these external door latches going. And as you'll notice, I'm kind of going back to an old format where it's just time-lapse and I'm doing voiceover. This is actually easier for me than talking on the camera in the car. Like, it's so much easier to just hit record, do my thing, and then come back over and do voiceovers afterwards. So I think I'm probably going back to that style for the time lapse. If I do any instructional videos, which I do want to do, that will be, you know, the other way that I've done instructional videos. I'm gonna do my best to keep them separate. So anyways, just drilled out the center of this knob, tapping it with 1032, and then these will screw onto the top of those rods, and then you just push them down and the door will pop open as you have seen. Alright, so even though I already have all of my videos from the BC Drag It Challenge posted, you know, the 5 or 6 days, and, you know, even coming back home and a few other things since then, this video is from before I did the BC Drag It Challenge, and I am in like the final push to get the car ready. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to pull out all the plugs from the car, check all the gaps, re-gap them, make sure it's good, put everything back in. Just because, yeah, I want to make sure that the car is as dialed as I can make it, as I know how to make it. And obviously, since I completed the challenge, yeah, it did all right. So when I got over to the passenger side here, I kind of figured and thought to myself, you know what I should really do? I should really, take out my camera and just check in the cylinder, see what's going on, make sure I haven't heard anything, make sure everything still visually looks all right. And yeah, I mean, I checked a couple of them and it looked fine. I'm prepping for another event. Currently, I'm kind of like end of July right now. But yeah, so I'm currently prepping for another event, and I'll probably check all the cylinders before I go, just make sure there's, nothing crazy going on in there, no burnt pistons, no broken anything. Yeah, so obviously this is a great camera angle where you can't see, but I'm just going through the rest of the plugs. And with all the plugs done and on, it's time to get the car up in the air. So need to do some maintenance. Okay, so with the car up in the air, first things first, we need to do an oil change. Now, I did an oil change at the start of the season, unintentionally. I dropped some stuff in the pan, and so I had to take the pan down, which meant I had to drain all the oil. So I've got, I don't even know how many kilometers on this oil at this point, maybe 500 kilometers around town. Maybe not a whole lot, but just checking the plug, checking the oil. When I did the oil change the last time, there was a lot of silver in it, which I was very concerned about. Didn't appear to be much silver this time, but we'll see what happens when we cut the filter open here in a second. We're just gonna, that's just the front sump. There's all that holds a little bit of oil, but there's also the rear sump which holds the majority of the oil, so we're just going to go and drain that out now. Alright, so now that we got the rear all drained out, we'll throw the plug back in. And thanks to my immaculate camera work, you're not actually going to see me take the filter off. We're just gonna cut to the filter being off of the car here in a second, and yeah, that's my amazing camera work. But anyways, I mean, I just unscrewed the filter by hand, letting it drain into the pan. And in a second here, I'm going to take it up onto the bench. I'm going to use my oil filter cutter. I'm going to cut the top of the oil filter off. I guess the bottom of the oil filter. I don't know what the top would be, what the bottom would be. Anyways, I'm going to cut the filter open, pull it all apart, and go through all the filter fins in it and just check it. There was nothing concerning for me. The oil, I don't think when I opened it up, I don't even think it was silvery like it was last time. There was like a little tiny piece of silicone caught in there, but really I thought this one was just fine. There's no chunks, so sent it. Alright, so now that we've checked the oil filter, we're happy with it, don't need to take the motor out, don't need to cancel our trip. We are going to fill up the filter, put a little bit of oil on the seal, slam that back up into place, and then we are going to put the rest of the oil in the car. With the oil change done, I am now going to check the rest of the fluids on the car. So check the radiator, checking the clutch, or sorry, that was the coolant overflow I checked first. Now I'm checking the clutch. Actually, I still need to replace that O-ring. That's really bad. The fluid's kind of dark in there, so I should change that too. But I checked the brake fluid, checked the power steering fluid. Everything on top of the car. I don't think I checked the Pro Charger fluid this time, but I did check it when I put it back on the car like a week or two before this, so I wasn't too worried about it. Yeah, that brake fluid cap was on there so hard, I had to actually use my rubber oil filter wrench to get it off. So when I put it back on this time, I just loosely put it on. It didn't need to be cranked down. Yeah, all the fluids up top looked good. So crossing stuff off the list. I love crossing stuff off the list. That is always awesome. And then we are going to go under the car. I didn't get the transmission on camera because, well, I'm just a complete and total idiot. Apparently in this video. But yeah, checking the diff. Diff was perfect. Couldn't have been happier. I did check transmission fluid. It was great. So all the fluids are good. I do a couple more checks. I put a couple of Sharpie marks on my rear suspension because I recently got it aligned. So, you know, just mark the jam nuts where they are. So that way, if I ever climb under there and the jam nuts, if the Sharpie mark or the paint pen marks don't line up, then I know that something has moved. So now we are back at the front of the car here. We are going to look at I'm going to replace the missing coil spacer that I lost because I'm an idiot and I obviously didn't tighten up the bolt. I'm going to put some blue Loctite on the bolts. I'm going to take all the other bolts out, put some blue Loctite on them, make sure everything is tight and good to go. Because I don't want to lose spacers. I don't want to lose coils going down the road. That would be bad. So yeah, do this on both sides. Get it all tightened and squared away. Now we're going to go under the car. As you can see, some of these exhaust V-band bolts were hanging super low, and I don't want them to hang low. I redid this exhaust to get everything up away from the ground as much as possible. So just undo everything, get everything kind of as high up as I can, get it away from the ground. And well, folks, with getting that last exhaust V-band, tightened up and moved out of the way, that is all that we have in this video. So as always, if you've stuck around this long, I'd like to thank you for viewing, and we'll see you in the next one.